Gonna use the same picture.
All right, guys
And girls.
and girls. Everybody's a guy to me. Okay.
Why?
I don't know. I'm always like, hey, guys.
It's like mankind type of thing. No.
What the fuck? Okay. So, welcome back to Defining This Thing. This is the next episode where we're recording it right after the last one we did. So, yes, we look like yesterday. Last week.
Yep.
It ain't last week. No, it's like literally 3 minutes.
No bath,
since
no
the last
shower.
video. All right, so on today's episode, we're gonna be talking about our engagement story, and then Ian wants to tell y'all about how I lost a ring.
A ring.
All right, so would you like to tell them about the engagement story?
Your lost ring is 3-peat.
Ian,
Yes.
sit up a little bit more.
I don't want it. I'm comfortable, dude. No. I'm in the shot.
I'm trying to get the glare off your glasses. I don't have a glare on my glasses because I get mine from iBuy Direct and you get yours from Zenny. So,
my God.
just saying. I'm just saying.
It's all the angle.
All right, seriously, let's not be down here forever. Okay, so Ian,
What are we talking about?
engagement. You can leave this one off. I feel like because I didn't know about it until it happened.
Oh.
He loved me. He wanted to marry me. Okay, go ahead.
Almost chopped you in the throat. It wasn't nothing glamorous or,
It was special.
nothing like that. What did we do? Did we like go out to dinner or something? Just spend like all day together like we usually do?
We had no kids, so yeah.
All day. Just out and about.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. When we came home, I sent her to go do something. So I went inside and like lit like 1,000,000 fucking candles and had them trails going different shits and all of that. I don't remember where they were going or what they spelled out, and it was something though.
But he would always do stuff like that. Like always. Like there was always flowers, always can't. Like he was big on romance. So so I remember coming back and like, oh, because it was nothing out the unusual, right? Okay.
You tell it, cause yeah.
So
Do you know I talked to your mama before I proposed?
I learned about it after the fact.
Cause I ain't really fucking your daddy.
Remember when he found out I had that tattoo?
Bring me to my goddamn truck.
Right goddamn now. Bring me to my motherfucking truck.
Hey, he was mad with you.
He was so upset. I'm like, dude,
He was mad.
you've been around for 2.6 seconds. You're not gonna try and check me about no tattoo.
He was pissed.
And it wasn't even that I got your name.
It was just a tattoo.
It was just the fact that I had a tattoo, sir.
But you was like what, 20?
I was 18 when I got my first one. Mama said I could do whatever I wanted to with my body when she didn't have to sign for it. Hello. But back to the engagement story. So we'll have to talk about our tattoos soon, since that happened. But yeah. So I come back home, and there's like trails of like flower petals everywhere, and I want to say like the music was playing, the candles were lit, and it was just like so romantic. So I think
it was like way more over the top than usual though. You didn't think nothing of it though?
Because
it was like way more than the normal.
I just thought you were stepping your game up. I was like, hey, you know, brought the levels up. How was I supposed to know? I was completely oblivious. So I remember the petals trail to the bathroom. Got in there and was like bubble bath, candles all around the tub. He was like, you get in. So I get in the tub. I'm like, okay, cool. And wash up, come on out. It was like music and maybe something to drink. And then so I get out the tub. I want to say he dried me off, and I was like, okay, this is strange. Like, I've been doing this. I've been taking care of this for a long time. I think I could pretty much handle the drying my body off, but okay. But I was also built like a brick house. That stomach was flat, them titties sat up. Hey! And things don't look like that nowadays.
Oh, girl.
Stop. Distracted. Anyway.
Go
ahead. So then I ended up, I think, going to the bedroom, and then it's like more flowers like leading to the bedroom, and then like candles and stuff. So I'm like, oh, and I want to say there was like lingerie. So I'm like, oh, okay, lingerie. I'm about to put this on so he can take it off in like 2 minutes.
That is like a waste of money, though. If you think about it,
it's a waste of money. I'd rather have the money or go out to eat.
Yeah. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. So then, so I'm like, oh, it's so sweet. Thank you. I love you. And I think when I turned around, no, there was a bear involved. I used to get these teddy bears every year that had the date on them. Remember? It had the date on the foot. So I was like, oh, I'll pick up the teddy bear. Oh, and I turned around and say thank you. And when I turned around, he was out on one knee, and he was like, "You're the very best thing."
I'm like, she about to go over the top right now.
Well, would you like to tell them what you said?
Go ahead. I'm curious to know what you heard. Go ahead.
So I heard that you're the very best thing that ever happened to me. I wouldn't be half the man I am today.
Wait, first of all, you gotta fix your voice.
Oh. You're the best thing that ever happened. You're the best thing that ever happened. I can't do it for long.
Okay.
But he was just like, professing his love, and it was so sweet. And I'm like, oh my God, yes. And the ring was really nice.
That ring was nice.
The ring was really, really nice.
That ring came from a little bit of dirty money.
We would...
I had to add that with a little paycheck. So, yeah. I'm being honest, look.
So, but the ring, it was like a marquise, like the center stone was a marquise diamond, and then it had like 2 stones on either side, and then the band was playing, right? It was a really, 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 really pretty ring.
Nah, I did work like overtime to pay for that ring though.
Aw, he was hustling for your love.
Clean hustle. That's what love will do. Make you leave the streets alone. What?
You ignorant.
It did.
Ignorant. But no, so the ring was really, really nice. And so now we're engaged. So of course the next day go to work, and my friend knew about the ring, and I just was like, as much as people think I love attention, I really don't. I'm very uncomfortable when it's like all eyes on me. So my friend knew, and my work friend. This wasn't the work friend that got arrested. This was another work friend. So when she told me, she was like, "Oh my God, let me see the ring." And so I'm like showing her the ring, and so I'm like, okay, got that out the way. Now I'm gonna go on inside to my workstation and do some work. And she proceeded to tell everybody at work that damn day.
People you don't even talk to.
People I didn't even talk to. And then it was just like this whole swarm of people wanting to see the ring and giving hugs and saying congratulations. And I'm like, all the introvert in me rose up, and I was just like, please leave me alone. I don't like it. I don't know. Don't look at me. So, we went to work, and then I remember we got, maybe later that week or whatever, we started making the rounds, going to like your family. I don't remember what your mama's reaction was to us getting engaged.
I don't know. Yes. Ask your brother.
So I don't remember what your mother's reaction was, or your sister, or any of them.
I'm sure neither one was like, oh my God.
Yeah. I remember I remember lukewarm reception from like my mama's side of the family. And I remember one particular auntie on my dad's side of the family was like, "You just ruined your life." And I was so like her. I think her reaction hurt the most because I really looked up to her, and she was one of the few people who, in my eyes, had like a very successful marriage. I want to say her and my uncle had been married at this point probably 20 some odd years. Or like they had been married a very, very long time. So she was one of the few people that I was like, okay, this marriage thing, we're kind of really looked up to that in her. And it was just like, I'm getting married. I got engaged. And she was like, "You have ruined your life. You don't know nothing about marriage. You ain't but 18 years old." And I think she hung up on me. And I cried buckets. And then I remember like just really feeling like, well, maybe I'm not doing the right thing. Like I love him. I know I don't want to be like no living girlfriend and all that stuff. Like the same reasons that I had for like setting my imaginary deadline. But I remember just being so disheartened about that. And it took me a minute to kind of like really get excited about weddings and wedding planning after that. And then with the lukewarm reception from like on my mama's side, I was like, okay, so like we're, like calling around and going look at wedding venues and stuff. And when it got to the prices and, how much it was going to be per plate per person, and keep in mind, we're just 18-year-olds. Like, granted, we were doing okay as financially and living like a decent life. We couldn't afford to invite 150, 200 people
right
to a wedding. And then it's like, even after we started, talking about it even more with the wedding planning, it was like, why would we invite 150 to 200 people when these MFers...
That was my whole thing from the start. Like, why are we gonna spend all this money for y'all to come? And we know how people are. They gonna come, eat the food, talk about every goddamn thing there. They should have did this. They should have did that. Why they pick those colors? Why they did that? Why they have it here? Why they ain't have it here? Why they pick this day? Why they pick that day? It's too sunny. It's too cold. It's too perfect. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna be involved in nothing else. So we spending all this money on you to come have fun?
Basically. And so he had always felt that way. But I, what girl doesn't dream of having like being surrounded by family and friends and all of that stuff. So I was like, I wanted that. But then it was like when I started to think about how people had responded to the news that I was engaged, I pretty much joined Team Ian on that one. It was like, we're just not going to have a wedding at all. And we were going to do like Justice of the Peace, but we were going to this church. Yeah. And we were able to, so we were going to this church, and we had found out about this premarital counseling. So we was like, oh, okay, let's do the premarital counseling, and then we'll just get married whenever we've done all of those steps. And it just so happened that we were able to do the premarital counseling and get married by the pastor of the church, well, the bishop of the church. Mm-hmm. And he married us. His assistant was there. My mama was there with her fiance at the time, who shall never be spoken of again. His mama was there with his auntie. And I remember I wore like a basic A-line gray skirt, white sweater, long sleeve sweater. It's February in New Orleans. That was winter gear. What did you wear? Did you have on gray slacks and like a white button down?
It was something real simple.
I don't even think you had on a tie.
No.
So we got married with 4 people plus the pastor and his assistant. Mm-hmm. And his auntie was supposed to be taking pictures. She brought her own camera to take pictures.
Professional camera.
Not one picture came out. We had no picture evidence of that day. Not one. All right. So February 18th of 2000, in the year of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, we was married. We was married.
Wait, what? That's the year of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Yeah.
Just that year?
No, all the years.
What? I've never heard that shit.
Okay. We're not going to explain it on this video.
So you... Okay.
Yeah, we're not...
So you said that for any date?
You could, yes.
Why, though?
Because it's the Lord's Day. Every day is the Lord's Day. You ain't never heard no overly religious people say that shit? Because you don't talk to church folks. All right. So...
That is true.
So we were married. We went to, after the wedding, we went to Olive Garden. Just me, Ian, my mama, and her fiance at the time. Ian's mama and auntie couldn't go for... I'm not sure what reason they were unable to attend. But we went to Olive Garden. We had our reception. No, we really just went and had dinner. And my mama gave us a check for like $1,500 that she had been saving for our wedding. And we ate. We took that $1,500 check and bought a car. Or paid off a car.
Something like that.
Or did something with a car with that money. And brought our asses home. And I think we was back at work the next day. So that was basically how we got engaged, how we got married, how all that happened. There was no pomp and circumstances, no white dresses, no bridesmaids, no flowers, no nothing. Just me, him, a pastor, and our mamas.
That sounds kind of sad the way you just said that.
It's facts, man. It was nothing
I'm all for that though.
It was nothing about like when you think wedding. It was not what we did that day was not a wedding. We got married. It had absolutely like none of the wedding things were there. There was no cake. There was no band. There was no DJ. There was no dancing. There was no ring. There was no big to do. It was, we finished, literally walked out of the last premarital counseling class, waited 15 minutes. The pastor was like, he was ready and we were ready and it was done. And it probably took all of 10 minutes to do. Yeah. But we were happy. I mean, we were very, very happy.
I mean, because there's a lot of people spend $100,000 on a wedding and stay married 6 months.
Yeah.
Like the wedding, they focus on the wedding, but not the marriage part of it.
Yeah.
Like you starting your marriage in debt.
We get there later.
Right.
We get to the debt part later.
Like that's a very, like you starting with a major strain.
Yeah. But we, so that was how we got married. And then, you want to tell them how I lost the ring? The first one?
Oh. How did you do the first one?
So the marquee stone had gotten loose. I knew that it was loose.
Yeah.
And so I used to
play with it.
I'm a fidgeter. So I would fidget with it. I would turn it this way and I would, run my thumb across it. But I never mentioned it. And so when the stone...
Never told nobody, hey, this diamond is going to fall the hell out. Go.
So one day I looked down at my hand and it's like, no stone.
No diamond.
The second time the ring came up missing, I was putting a relaxer in my hair.
How you just drive past that like that's something simple?
Well, what am I supposed to say? You want to even apologize for it again?
You didn't apologize the first time. These videos is letting me know that you don't apologize to shit.
Yeah,
go ahead. I'm waiting on apologies for that one too. Go.
Okay. So then the second ring, So the second ring, and eventually he bought me another ring. So the second ring that I got was a lot smaller.
It sure the hell was.
He was like, you got to grow into this thing.
You got to practice.
So the second ring was a lot smaller. And so this ring, I was doing my hair and I had gloves on. When I took the gloves off, I pulled my rings off with the gloves because I didn't want to get the chemicals on the rings. Because I had a ring on my right hand and my left hand. Mr. OCD comes behind me while I'm washing my hair, because I was putting a relaxer in my hair. While I'm washing the stuff out of my hair, he comes behind me, cleans up, because he can't stand to leave a fucking mess for more than 5 minutes. He takes it and throws it out and puts it in the trash can on trash day. So by the time I get through washing, deep conditioning, styling my hair, I'm like, okay, now let me go get, clean up, get my rings and stuff. And where's the stuff? I threw it away. You always leaving shit around. Sir, my rings were in that. Did you take them out? No. Well, where's the trash bag? Motherfucking waste management going on down the street. I ain't never get no apology for that.
To clean up behind yourself.
We gonna be fighting after this video. And I don't remember losing no third ring. What did you talk about? I don't remember no third ring.
We'll talk about it later. Come on.
Because I don't know damn third ring. He full of shit, y'all. It was only 2 rings that were...
Yeah, it was only 2.
It was only 2 that met a demise. Anyway, that is the end of this video. Again, people, don't spend all your money on weddings. It's really a waste of money.
Unless you got it like that. You know what I mean? If you have it, go ahead and do it. But if you got to take loans out and you're going to be broke and you're going to... You know what I'm saying? If you don't spend all that money that you don't have on a wedding.
On one day. Go
ahead and get married. That's fine. And just have a wedding later when you get your bread right. Like, don't do that. Because you starting your marriage in debt. Being in debt is not fun. Being in debt is a fucking strain on you. Now you're married. Now you're in debt. You're trying to live with this person. It's all that wrapped up in one. Yeah.
Yep. So.
Save your money.
Save your money.
Get married for the benefits and stuff of it. Get your paperwork together so, if you die, you get insurance and all of that. But just have the wedding later. Have the big ass wedding later when you get your bread up.
He married me for Social Security, y'all. But no.
I'm supposed to get Social Security?
If something happened to me, you would.
For real? And insurance?
And insurance. You get Social Security for me, and then you get something for both of the boys, too.
Damn.
Anywho. Yeah, people. Thank you again for watching this video. I hope that you have enjoyed hearing our tales of engagement and weddings and all that stuff. And again, if you are in love and you want to marry someone, don't let anyone discourage you. But also, go into it with an open heart and open mind and be realistic about whether or not your relationship can work, because who know if the shit is gonna go bad before anybody else? You.
And one more thing that we didn't talk about: people in your business. Stop talking to your single people about your married issues. They don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Their thought process is, peace, I'm out. You can't have that same thought process when you married.
That's true. That's very true.
Message!
So the moral of today's story is, don't spend all your money on a wedding.
Get your bread up first and then have a wedding.
Moral number 2 is,
Keep the single people out your married life. Even married people, you can't tell all your married people your married problems.
My personal stance on that is, if you haven't been married at this point, we've been married 19 years. If you have not been married to the same person for 20 years or longer, you can't really give me no advice. Feel how you want to feel, but yeah, no, you ain't been married long enough to tell me what to do with my marriage. But with all that being said, also make sure that if the person that you are with is the person for you, and ignore what people have to say, because lots of people had a problem with me and Ian getting married. Lots of people who were married and are now divorced. Lots of people who are on their second and third marriages. Lots of people had a lot to say about me and Ian, and
still probably waiting on us to.
I'm sure, but we have with a lot of patience and a lot of work, we've been able to overcome every obstacle that we have been presented with. So but you have to be in it and be committed to sticking it out and working through whatever it may be. And we will definitely get to the whatever's it was. Because there were things. I mean, our marriage has not been a cakewalk, but we have made the best of all of our time together. And I'm gonna end the video.
My arm fell asleep. You smack yourself?
I did, trying to hit you. All right. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please subscribe, share with a friend, and we will catch you guys on the next video. We appreciate all the likes, the comments, and the views, and we will see you next time.